Hi, good evening once again. It's another Friday evening and we are now live. So, for those who are tuning in live, please comment below so I know you are tuning in. Say hi, drop a few words, and how was your week? It's Friday, it's another weekend, and we have our show again. So, are you excited? I'm always excited, right? That's how I start the show. Excited. Our topic for tonight is about everything under the sun. Can a parent afford both education and inflation? Because remember, the last episode, last April, we were more tuned in about business, business insurance, how to grow a business and protect a business. And some of our bright parents mentioned if we could have an episode focusing on education, how much to prepare for it, and how much does it take for one parent to send a child from nursery to college? Wow, magkano nga ba, no? So, ayan, our objectives for tonight. So, let me just share it with you. And we have, of course, our speaker, Mr. Edwin Antonio. Ayan, he will be with us in a few seconds. Ayan, so he's here with us now. So, that's our episode for tonight. And so, what are our objectives ba? So, these are the three things we will be answering tonight. How much does it cost to send a child to school from nursery to college? Then, our second question is, what is the average tuition fees and how much does it increase yearly? And lastly, how can I prepare for my child's education fund? So, with that, let me bring in, our guest speaker. Okay, hold on. All right. Ayan. Hi, Sir Ed. Good evening. How are you
Hi,
tonight?
Jen. Mayang gabi ha.
Grabe ni si Sir
Long time
Edwin
no see.
because mo lagi sir, mag 1 year na dyan sir. Sir Edwin is in Cebu and I'm here in Iloilo.
Yeah,
Sir
you're now
Edwin, di ba
Iloilo
sir?
girl
Bago lang dyan sir, your daughter graduated masterals in Australia. Wow! How
Yeah,
much kaya
yeah.
sir to send
Uh,
internationally?
it's a seven-figure amount per year.
Per year. Wow.
Okay,
You probably
so, well,
started early
yeah,
and
too
saved
early, in
early.
fact, too early.
All right, I will. Sir Ed will now add to stream his
Yeah,
sharing
let me share
slides
my
for
slide. Can you
tonight.
see it?
Uh,
Okay.
yes, we can see it, sir.
All right, all right. So, first of all, no, it's really a pleasure to be invited to your program, Jen. No, this is actually my supposed to be my second because the first try hindi tayo natuloy because for some reason nagka-conflict yung schedule natin, no. But now maluwag na, no. So thank you so much, no, for bringing me in. Okay. Well, the topic actually is very close to my heart, no, because as you've said, no, I've got three kids, no. I've also got one apo, no, a 10-year-old apo, no. So, naghanta mga scholars din eh. Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about how do we do it, no? How do we do it, and how much is actually involved, no? So actually, educational planning is just a small part, no, of a holistic financial planning strategy, diba? But before I start, no, let me introduce myself to the people, no, attending tonight, no.
Yes.
Para lang meron tayong I'm not a stranger to you, no. So as Jen said, no, my name is Edwin, no, but you can call me Ed, no. I'm not actually a native of Cebu, but of Cavite, no. But since I've been living in Cebu for the past almost 40 years, no, since 1980, bisdak na yun to, no. Cebuano by heart, but a native of Cavite, no. But I've been around the country, no. My elementary days was spent in Davao, high school Cebu, no. By profession, medtech ko, no. Husband, dad, and of course, a very proud lolo. No, that's my by data. No, my resume, my work resume, ito naman, no? You can see I've been around several industries, no? At least 5 industries. I've also dabbled with my own business, no? And I've been with Sun Life, no, for the last 11 years, no? I think halos pareho tayo ng 10 years sa Sun Life, Jen, ano? Ako sa
Yes,
corporate,
sir.
ikaw with the, with the agency. Okay, so
Yes.
kabat sa gitani. All right,
Nadala ko
so
gamay.
yeah, now that we're no longer strangers, people, so let's talk, no? Let's make this a very informal, casual, chika-chika, no, between friends, okay? Between friends, because education, yeah, it's one of the legacies, no, that parents, no, normally strive, no, to give their children, okay? Some parents nga, to the point of sacrificing their personal requirements just to send their kids to school talaga, no? So ganyan ang nobility ng educational planning, di ba? But the question is, how can I have enough money, no? How can I have money for life, no? Such a very ambitious question, di ba? But before we answer the how, we first must have to ask why. Why do you need money for life? Di ba? Siyempre, importante ginang unsay rason nimo. Di ba? Why do you need so much money? No? Very simple ang answer na. Because you have goals. Correct?
Right,
Agree, Jen?
right.
Ikaw, you have so many goals. You just started a family, di ba? Di ba?
Yes, sir.
So
It
far,
changes.
so far still one kid, di ba? So far. Okay?
Yes. Sir, I'd like to greet our viewers tonight. Si Miss Jaisal KU, she said, oh,
Ah,
wow, we're gonna have much learning tonight from the one and
hi,
only
Jason.
Sir Ed. And we have our viewers, ayan, si Miss Mary Joy Fernandez, who liked Miss Guada Santos. Also, Mr. William Tulim also sent a like. So, thank you so much for your likes, Mr. Sir Rolly Alpes. Joining us tonight. So, thank you so much. All right. So, yun lang muna, sir. Our first
Yeah, sige,
viewers.
sure.
Ayan.
Let's keep it murag tagay-tagay ratani.
Sige. Light lang,
Okay?
light.
So,
Comment for
yeah,
your
life goals.
question.
Going back to life goals, di ba? What are some life goals, di ba? I'll just show to you this is my own dream board, di ba? I have this sort of very colorful dream board, di ba? I want a house as big as that, di ba? Gusto nako Ford Mustang, di ba? Okay.
Wow.
Magod na akong boss, hilig kayo Mustang sad. So kailangan align ta. So we have to be politically correct with our automotive choices. So Mustang sad ta. Di ba?
Yes.
So obviously, kaning educational na mga aspirations nako, I'm almost done. No? So remember, almost done. Okay? Legacy is there also, no? Retirement, having vacation, and so on and so forth, di ba? So, the problem is, kaning tanan requires one single common denominator, di ba? Kung sa kana, Jen, kanang naa sa yellow na blank, fill in the blanks. All of these goals, while really talaga ambitious pa for some people, require one single very important denominator. Kwarta ra gyud, di ba?
Kwarta na dyan, sir.
With
Tinood yun na,
money,
sir.
with
Money.
money, anything is possible, di ba?
Yes,
Correct?
yes, yes. That's
Money
true.
itself is not bad, no? Hindi naman masama ang pera. It's just siguro kung paano mo kinita and how you intend to use money. No? That will
Yes.
actually determine if it will have a bad effect in your life. Okay? So, that's the why. Diba? Yun ang why. Kasi I have so many goals in life. Okay? Now, let's talk about the how. Ha?
Yeah.
So, alam na natin na yung yellow box, the how, represents money. Diba? How much money is required to achieve your goals. Okay? So, first step, goal setting muna. Okay? Now, typically, when you set goals, well, it's easy to talk about goal settings in a very informal informal arrangement, di ba? Suwat lang nimo sa yellow pad, yan, diba? Yeah, you can do that, but when you think about it, what's the degree of seriosity kung yellow pad na nimo suwat, di ba? So, you need to determine what you want, what you're gonna be, di ba? In X amount of years, di ba? Your goals need to be smart. Ano ibig sabihin smart? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, at saka time-bound. So there's got to be a price tag. Di ba?
Agree.
Kailangan may price tag at saka may timeline. Why? Because the reasons must be compelling for you to start. No, yun ang keyword. When are you gonna start? When it's already too late? Mahirap yun. Di ba? So, now I'm going to try to present to people here, no? What number is really compelling? Di ba? So, okay? So, paano ba yung number na compelling talaga for people to seriously start now, no? And stop postponing the decision. Okay? So, lagyan natin ng price tag, yung mga life goals natin. Wow! Okay? So, a 10 million house, a Ford Mustang na top of the line was worth around 3.8 million, no? Educational fund 11 million, a legacy worth 10 million, vacation budget of 200,000 a year, retirement for my wife and me about 7.8 million, di ba? By the time I turn 65, I wanna reopen my bakery again, no? It's gonna require another 1 million, no? Emergency fund 1 million. Bakit 1 million? Is because yung emergency fund ko ngayon is no longer 3 to 6 months, no? 1 year na. Because of pandemic, kailangan 1 year talaga ang standard ng emergency fund ngayon. Okay? We're already 14 months to the pandemic. That's more than a year. No? So kung yung emergency fund mo was only 3 months, asa makapunito na. Okay? After the 3rd month. Okay? So yun ang problema, di ba? Okay? So now, savings. That's the automatic, yung default na methodology that we use in order to build up our funds, our war chest for these life goals, di ba? Okay? Savings, that's so typical. My dad and mom used to teach me that over dinner and lunch when I was still a kid, growing up, di ba? Pagtingkok bangko, for what? Well, if you want to buy something in the future, you need to save, di ba? Ang amo lang suggestion is when you do a saving habit, you allocate properly. Obviously, you have basic expenses, no? Kung sa negosyo pa ni, mauna yung mga fixed expenses, no? Non-negotiable. Okay, food, mortgage, rent, etc. Di ba? Then you also have lifestyle expenses. Okay? So essentially, when you receive sweldo, you take away the basic expenses plus lifestyle expenses. Whatever's left is saving. Supposed to be like that. Di ba? But most of the time, actually, daily balance yan ang atong balance sheet because ang life expenses nato is more than the income. Di ba? Most of the time. Okay? So, muna yung makaguba sa savings. Okay? Now, granting meron ka ng savings, disiplinado ka na sa savings, no? That's not gonna be enough, no? To prepare for your life goals. Okay? You need to make your hard-earned money work harder for you. Okay? Now, Filipinos are very well known for creating active income. Okay? Expert kita na. Okay? The problem with Filipinos is they're not so well versed in how to create passive income. Diba? Kumbaga, kanang imong kwarta na nadawat sa imong sweldo, dapat mo trabaho na para sa imuha. How do you make it work for you? Diba?
Yes.
So that's what we call passive income, no? So how to make money earn more, diba? So there are many strategies for your hard-earned money to earn more for you. Diba? You have short-term strategies, no? These are classified as your emergency funds, no? Or nasa ATM account mo. That provides liquidity, diba? You have mid-term strategies as well as long-term strategies, diba? Okay? So remember lang, when you have hard-earned money in a savings account or an investment account, no? You have 3 key items working for you, no? Ito yung time, money, at saka interest. Okay? When we say time, it simply means start as early as you can the day that you start earning money. Okay? Money simply means that be wise in spending, no? Prioritize spending, and as much as possible, set aside this money in a portfolio that will earn better rates. Okay? Kaya that will lead us to interest rates. Okay? Because for the longest time, ang Pilipino, ang naibawaan lang na financial vehicle is what we call yung savings account. Diba? Muna sila. Savings account. Diba? And for the longest time, Filipinos are patrons of say of the banks, no? Because banks provide guaranteed return, di ba? Oh, they need to know also how much is the guaranteed return. It's about 1/4 of 1% sa una, no? That's 0.25%. Pero last year, nanay bagong rate, it's no longer 1/4 of 1%. It's 1/8 of 1% pa lang, no? Guaranteed return
Halos
of
wala
your
na.
money in your savings account. Okay? Okay, so let's put a number to that. You have 100 pesos in your savings account. What is 1/8 of 100 pesos in 1 year, Jen?
1/8.
Please okay, compute. 1/8,
Ikaw na sa ni-compute, sir.
1/8% of 100 pesos in 1 year. Well,
Pila man na,
10% is
sir?
10 pesos, di ba?
Kaabot 1 peso.
1% is 1 peso. One of 1
Ah,
peso is 25 centavos. So 1/8
ah,
percent is actually 12 centavos every year.
for
Mo
every
nakita sa imong 100
100.
pesos in savings. Okay?
Gaya na lang, sir.
Well, at least it's guaranteed. Okay? Di
Ah,
ba?
yes,
Okay?
sir.
Pero
Sir,
moadto
dala
kag
sa mga
bangko,
niin. Oh,
ah,
daghan na
pero
sad siya
moadto kag
nag-rate.
bangko,
Oh.
when you go to the bank and get a loan from the bank, how much do they charge you for loan interest?
7 or
Okay, but they give you guaranteed 181% sa imong savings.
right,
Okay,
right.
right? Okay? So yan ang traditional financial vehicle na ginagamit ng Pilipino, di ba? What we are actually trying to educate Filipinos is yung other options, no? Like yung investment portfolios, no? Beyond savings, beyond time deposit, di ba? The major difference lang ng mga investment portfolios compared to savings is imbes na guaranteed ni siya, investments are not guaranteed. Okay? But they can potentially provide you with a better performance, no? As long as you are patient enough, no? As long as you're diligent enough, as long as you have enough discipline, no? To properly manage your portfolio, di ba? So ito you will see here the three most common investment portfolios depending on your risk profile, di ba? Kung conservative ka, aggressive. No, what you need to look into is actually yung average returns niya, no? This is the average returns for the past 10 years, no? Ito makikita mo yung equities nag-average ng almost 12% a year. That's better compared to your 1/8 of 1% in your savings account. Obviously, di ba? Even your bonds, which is the most conservative na portfolio, is giving out 5.67% on average for the past 10 years. Di ba? Kaya nga lang,
Yes.
it's not guaranteed because there are times the market is not good, you will get a negative return. Di ba? Okay? But financial advisors are there to properly guide our clients, no? That in times of crisis, no, it's better to stay the course. Okay? Because eventually, investments normally recover. Okay?
Yes.
All right? Yun lang naman ang golden rule sa investments. Okay? So, now, kilala na natin si savings, kilala na natin si investments. Parehong bida yan, no? Kung telenovela pa yan, bida si savings, bida si investments because both provide interest, earnings, di ba?
Yes.
Pero sa lahat ng telenovela, may kontrabida. Okay, sino yung kontrabida? Si inflation. Ito. Ang problema, si inflation, we cannot control inflation. Why? Because sabi ng direktor, bawal pakialaman yung kontrabida. Okay, sa telenovela ito. Si inflation, we cannot control it. Di ba?
Yes,
Right?
that's true.
Okay. Last February, the core inflation was about 4.7%. So it's been actually the highest since 2 years ago. No, in January 2019, it was 4.2%. No, but in February this year, 4.7% ang inflation rate. Di ba? Grabe, no? So mura siyang algebra, di ba? Inflation is a negative integer, negative 4.7%. No, it eats away the gains made by your investments. So kung ang investments mo is growing by 12%, but it is depreciating by negative 4% due to inflation, magneto lang yapo ka mga 8%, di ba? But how about your savings? That's only netting you 1/8 of 1%. When it gets hit by inflation, obviously you get hit with negative compounding sa imong savings account. Di ba? Correct?
Yes.
Okay? So, simple. Those are the simple fundamentals that every Filipino, no, must be able to understand, no, in order to play, no, the financial games. Okay? Obviously, our salaries are not enough to meet our financial goals. Okay? Unfortunately. Okay? Unfortunately. No? Going back to our financial goals. Okay? Let's talk about education. That's what we're here to talk about today. Di ba? We're not gonna talk
Yes.
about having a 10 million house, having a 4 million Ford Mustang because my boss. Okay, having an 8 million. No, we're gonna talk about education and funding. No, kanang 11 million na akong ibutang diha. No, I did that because I just want to show people. No, what if Sir Ed today had 3 kids? Okay, and the eldest is six years old. The second is 4 years old, and the third is 2 years old. So family planning, 2 years ang gap no sa kada bata. 6, 4, and 2. Okay. We're very compliant with the DOH family planning. Okay, so taga Cebu man ko, I'm shopping around for school. Where do I place them? No, I don't want them to go to Manila. Okay, because Manila is a jungle for me. I'm a native Caviteño, but I love Cebu. Okay, that's why I never went back to Manila again, di ba? Kasi Cebu is for me is the best talaga, di ba? So I look at the menu sa Cebu. Actually, there, no, I chose University of San Carlos. Okay? So, dara ang tuition, di ba? So, we're now in 2021, no? So, let me check, no? Here is the tuition of San Carlos in 2008, 2015, and 2020, no? So, last year, sa San Carlos, it would require around 106,000 per year
Per
in San
year
Carlos,
na.
di ba? But
Yes.
I'm not gonna send my eldest to San Carlos today. She's only 6 years old, di ba? So, I need to plan ahead. So I compute by 20 years old, magsugod na siya sa San Carlos. So that will be around 2035. There we go. Okay, so in 2035, my eldest will turn 20 and she'll start in San Carlos. Pila ang tuition sa San Carlos in 2035? It's about 600,000 pesos. Wow. Okay? 600,000 pesos 14 years from now. That's 1 year only. First year pa lang na college sa San Carlos. Okay? So, let's do the arithmetic. Okay? Para lang ma-appreciate ng mga participants this afternoon, tonight. Di ba? Let's do the arithmetic.
Yes.
Sige. Sir Ed needs 11 million for 3 kids to finish college in San Carlos. Okay? The 3 kids, ang eldest, si ate, will enter first year college in the year 2035. By that time, the annual tuition will already be 600,000 pesos. And every year, tuition fee rates will increase, such that in 2038, the fourth year college ng ate, 848,000 na ang tuition in 1 year. Ergo, ang 4-year college course ni ate will require around 2.8 million pesos solely for tuition fee. Ang kaduhan ako, after 2 years, will begin first year college in San Carlos in 2037. The tuition fee by that time is already 755,000 per first year firsthand. And the entire 4-year course ng kaduhan ako will be around 3.6 million. The youngest, as per my computation, no, will require around 4.5 million pesos to finish a 4-year course in San Carlos. Therefore,
Wow.
the total educational fund na kailangan ng Sir Ed for the 3 kids to finish a 4-year course in San Carlos will be around 11 million pesos. I'm not gonna need 11 million pesos today, but I'm gonna start needing that 11 million beginning 2035, which is about 14 years from now. Okay? Now, how much is the average increase in tuition? No, sabi ng CHED, no, the Commission on Higher Education, no, it's about 12.25%. That's the annual average increase in tuition fee. Okay, that's why here you will see every school year the tuition fee is escalating. Diba? That's why you cannot have a constant tuition fee amount. No, it will not be profitable for the school. Okay, all right. Okay, so to remind you guys, no, we're only talking about tuition fee. And per my experience, no, after having sent 3 kids to school, and now I'm helping out with Apo, no, sa iyang grade school, no. Per my experience, tuition fee comprises only about 30%, no, of the total cost of school expenses. Believe it or not, 30% na tao na siya, no, of the total expenses na ako na I spend for my kids going to school, no, from the time they started in preschool, no, nursery 1, nursery Kinder 1, Kinder 2. Grabe ka daghang preparatory karon, di ba? Back in my days, ako preparatory was only Kinder. After Kinder, diretso grade 1. Karon, it takes about 4 years. Nursery 1, 2,
Yes.
Kinder 1, 2. No? Napagini toddler. I don't know where
Oh.
toddler belongs. So, I don't know why they do that, di ba? No? So, imagine that. 30% ng 11 million, di ba? Tuition fee. The other 70% actually falls under the category of what? Miscellaneous and incidental expenses of your kids going to school. Wow. Diba? Kung sa man yung mga miscellaneous expenses, syempre, baon, pamasahe, load. Diba? During my days, wala may load. So wala, give me gastos sa load. Wala magani pager sa una, di ba? Okay? So, karon kay every year kailangan updated ang level up ang cellphone. Di ba? Kailangan ang load data capable. What's data capable na load? That's at least 600 pesos a month, di ba? Data capable na load. Okay? What else? Mga projects left and right, no? Mga contributions sa school, no? And other school activities, no? Whether it's a legit school activity or simply a gimmick school activity. Di ba? So, you see, no? The numbers we're talking today are not current values. So, relax lang kayo. You don't need to come up with 11 million tomorrow, no? But these are what we call future values, no? We call them future values for the purpose of forward planning, okay? So when we say forward planning, it's imperative that you have a compelling reason, compelling amount, no? That will really drive you to start now, no? For me, if my compelling reason is 11 million to send my kids all the way to college graduation, di ba? That's compelling enough for me to start now because I know for a fact I don't have 11 million now kahit na sa akong sweldo. Okay? My God, no? And think pa ha, tuition fee lang na. Wala pa yung miscellaneous expenses. Okay? So, you need to appreciate, no, the importance of realizing future values, no? Dissociated from current values. Okay? Yan. Okay? Okay, now, having said that, no, so that's part of the plan, no? Creating a compelling reason with real numbers. Okay? Building a plan requires partnership naman. Okay? With somebody who can guide you, actually, no? In trying to attain, no? Yung plano to generate amount. Diba? So, talk with your financial advisor, create, implement, and more importantly, review the plan regularly. Okay? Because along the way, you're going to need to adjust the plan. That's why constant review, no, with your financial advisor is non-negotiable talaga. Okay? Now, there are several product solutions you can actually talk with your advisors, di ba? Depende sa pinaka-importanting financial need that you require na right now, di ba? Depende sa imong life stage rin, di ba? Now, we're talking about education. So, you can actually concentrate on educational funding, no? Di ba? Na mga discussion, di ba? Now, essentially, Sun Life can provide you with a means of creating passive income. Okay? Yun lang naman yun eh. Di ba? Additional passive income. Okay? To soften the blow of your financial blow. Okay? When you need it. Okay? You have actually 3 choices right now. You can actually lahat ng insurance company or entire industry, no, have similar products, no. So in general, you can actually choose from yung basic na life insurance policy, no. Gone are the days na life insurance serves only one purpose, no. Back in my days, no, basta life insurance gani, allergic ko because back in my days, basta life insurance ang storyahan, we needed to talk about dying and getting sick. Period. Mura na. Okay? That's it. No? So, wow. Very, very exciting topics. No? When I die, and what I'll get sick of. Wow. Then I need to pay pag yun. Okay. All right. Now, modern day life insurance provides better living benefits. Okay. That can actually cater to the needs. Well, one of the needs is educational, di ba? Now, if you're not the type na comfortable with insurance policies, you can actually go pure investments or mutual funds, di ba? Para mas flexible ka. Okay? In fact, sa Sun Life, you can start your own mutual fund for as small as 1,000 pesos. Yeah, di ba, no? I don't know if it's smaller na, no? As far as I know, for as little as 1,000 pesos, you can actually start your own mutual fund. Okay? And you can put your regular top-ups in that mutual fund instead of putting it in your savings. No, I'm not saying to get all of your money from savings. That's a mortal sin because you also need liquidity for your day-to-day expenses. Diba? So savings is a prerequisite also. But outside of the savings and excess of that, pwede mo ilagay sa mutual funds because it's gonna earn more. Okay? Now, if you're the type na experimental kay ka, diba, adventurous, and you want a hybrid, a mixture of a life insurance policy and a mutual fund policy, di ba? You can try our VUL products. Okay? Mo yung pinaka-hot cake karon, di ba? But I'll be honest with you, no? Engaging in a VUL policy will require even closer, no, coordination with your advisor, especially now that the market is very volatile. Okay? So the golden rule in investment is when it's good, yeah, you pick the normally, no, ako, when the market is good, I go for the aggressive fund because an aggressive fund will give you the best yield. But when the market is weak, no, I transfer my funds from the aggressive fund to the conservative. No, mura nagbag, parang bagyo, di ba? If there's a storm coming, you avoid the storm, di ba? You go around the storm. You don't sail through the storm, okay? You go around it, no? And when the storm is over, you go back to the regular course. Balik ka sa aggressive fund, di ba? That's a smart way of investing. All right? Okay? So diversify mo yung mga funding mo. Okay? And finally, once you've made the decision, okay, hopefully you will stay the course. Okay? Guaranteed, there will be instances that you may want to stop it, no, or you're gonna reconsider it, no. But at the end of the day, go back to your compelling reason. Okay, go back to your compelling reason. Okay, that will wake you up. Okay, so as in parting lang, no, I just want to share, no, ano ba yung mga mortal sins in financial planning? Dalawa lang naman yan, eh. Okay, wrong priorities at saka procrastination. Yan lang yan. Those are the mortal sins in financial planning. Okay? Kasi the more you postpone, the more you procrastinate, you'll actually consume the most expensive commodity in financial planning, and that is time. Okay, time is very valuable for people who are able to quantify the cost of time for them. Okay, unfortunately, you cannot rewind time. Okay, so again, find it in your heart to discover your whys. No? Kasi if your whys are strong enough, you can actually figure out yung how, eh. No? Pag hindi nyo pa kayang i-figure out yung how, andyan ang mga financial advisors ng Sun Life. Okay? They'll guide you on the how. And more importantly, make sure that hindi ka maliligaw along the way. Okay? So with that, no, guys, I hope I've shared enough, no, to the people, my shallow experience with educational funding. Okay, all right. So thank you for your precious time tonight. Okay, back to you, Jen.
Wow. All right. So Sir, ang bilis naman, Sir Ed. I was just, we were just starting, tapos na. And it was an
Well, he only
eye-opener
gave me 30
talaga.
minutes, so that's exactly 30 minutes.
For the future episodes, ayan, a different topic on retirement naman. Kasi grabe si Sir Ed, no? Planado talaga. May pang retirement fund, merong for educational fund, merong for travel fund, emergency fund. So, building different funds for different occasions. And of
Yeah.
course, di ba, Sir Ed, no? And an emphasis tonight on what Sir Ed na we don't have to be super afraid naman of the figures na if we had 3 kids, if we want to send them, let's say, to San Carlos, we need to prepare 11 million. That's future value. So meaning,
Yeah.
right now, we have to start somewhere. Na if we can,
Yeah.
ayan, no, with even just setting aside 100 pesos a day, we can start to build a portion for our kids' educational funding. So,
Yeah.
as our income grows, whether active income natin, kasi it's not enough din lahat dito natin kukunin sa educational fund. As what Sir Ed mentioned, no? He was, he had experience in 5 different sectors, Sir Ed, no? May naging business owner si Sir Ed in a bakery, and then he was also with the pharmaceuticals, and he was also with Exxon Philippines. So, ang daming experience si Sir Ed. And he was able to send his daughter, no, to Australia. And mind you, as mentioned ni Sir Ed, it would take 7 figures, per year. Per year. Eh, ngayon nga, yung 2.8 is a future 4-year course na yun. So, it really depends also what Sir Ed mentioned is, it depends where we want to send our children to school. Kasi some naman wants abroad. So, pag abroad, mas malaki-laking funding din yon. Di ba,
Yeah.
Sir Ed, no? Oo. And ang dami natin viewers, Sir Ed. Ayan, Sir Jo Librero says, financial advisor can help us in finding a plan. Jennifer Zeta said na, it's true na halos lahat nga ng grocery items nag-increase na talaga. And then, Ms. Jaisel said na, wow, gosh, grabe, Sir Ed, you really started early. So, that's one of the secrets ni Sir Ed. He started early talaga. And we have our Sun Life clients with us also tonight. Si Ma'am Bernadita. Wow, ang dami. Si Miss Lou Eleriaga, si Mr. Johnson Tan. Thank you so much, no? Parang dumadami na ang live viewers natin sa Bright Parenting community. And in the future episodes, we have different topics. Again, Bright Parenting is every Friday, 6:30 to 7. And then we talk about better parenting and better financial management. So, Sir Ed, thank you so much for sharing your expertise.
My pleasure,
and
Jen.
precious time with us. So, we'll invite you on future episodes on retirement naman, Sir Ed.
Sige.
Ayan.
Sige.
Alright.
Favorite ko yung retirement.
Favorite ni Sir Ed. Ayan, kasi retiring na. Lolo na si Sir Ed. So, next week, we have another, exciting episode. We have Mr. Jo Librero to share with us the Daddy Diaries of a Homeschooling Dad. Ayan, no? Diaries of a Homeschooling Dad. So, it's an exciting topic. So, I hope to see you next Friday. Same channel, 6:30 p.m. in the Bright Parenting community. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye-bye. Happy Mother's Day to all
Happy Mother's Day. Happy
mommies.
weekend.